Most guys go to the gym and do some random workout, some random split, and expect their body to grow evenly. But the truth is, if you're not analyzing your body and prioritizing your weaknesses, you're holding yourself back. That's why your chest is flat, your arms look skinny and small, and your legs are not growing. You need to prioritize your weaknesses and areas that you want to develop and improve. First step, let's strip away the ego and look at ourselves in the mirror. From the front, the side, the back, and check and analyze what body parts are lagging. If you have a small chest, if your lats are not developed, your arms are small, your legs are small, and is this because you're skipping them? Be your biggest critic, and that way you can decide what split and what program you're going to follow going forward. This is where most people mess up, F up their program. Once they've analyzed their body, they still train their strongest parts, but you're training your strong parts where you're the most freshest, and you're training your weak parts and underdeveloped parts when you're the weakest at the weakest part of the session. That's kind of backwards. If you want those areas to grow, you need to flip that around and prioritize your underdeveloped muscles and your weaker parts and the areas that you want to grow. Put them at the beginning of the session when you're the freshest and the strongest, and hit them heavy and hit them hard. For example, if your chest is big but your shoulders are small, there's no point of starting off with a chest press. Start with something for your shoulders, like an overhead press or lateral raises. Then later on in the session, you can go into your chest focused exercises. If your arms are lagging, don't leave them right to the end and just bang out 10 minutes on them. Put them earlier on in your sessions, straight after your big compound lifts. And you can also add a day where you're solely focusing on your arms. Another thing most guys mess up is the frequency. You don't want to be training your muscle groups that are underdeveloped once a week. You need to be hitting them twice a week minimum. And don't worry about recovery. Just make sure that you're spacing out these sessions with at least 48 to 72 hours. Trust me, you'll be able to recover. So for example, if your shoulders are lagging, you can train them on a push day, but then you can have another day that's solely focused on your shoulders. That's going to be 2 high quality sessions within the week. And stop training for your ego. A good body is not just solely about size, it's about proportion. So if you want to build a great physique, a physique of your dreams, stop doing random workouts and actually think about what you're doing and how you're training. Analyze your body, identify your weak parts, and prioritize them by putting them early on in the session and training them at least twice a week. If you could do more, make sure you get adequate recovery in between those sessions. Do this for at least 6 months and you'll see your physique and body change. If you need help creating a program like this, click the link in the description. If you found this video useful, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.